Then we move on to Lernberatung. So the Lernberatung guides the students in their learning process and helps them to sit effectively with the learning contents and the learning methods and guides them how to use the same. At the same time, it also gives the teachers an overview of the learning process of the individual students and gives important tips how to organize the classroom effectively for the students. Then we move on to Rolle und Kompetenzen der Lehrer, or the person who is going to give the Lernberatung. So the teacher or the Lernberater should motivate and influence the students positively, giving them hope. You must listen very carefully about the Bericht, the learning progress Bericht of the students, and ask questions. You must try to find connections between the different feedback which the student is giving, and that way you can sensibilize the student, saying that, hey, though you may not see it, I am seeing that these two are related, and that's why your Sprachlernen is good or your Sprachlernen is being affected. You must accept the individual solutions which the student gives, because ultimately it's the student's self-learning exercise. You cannot just push your idea. You must basically listen to what the student has to say, and you can only give improvement suggestion on the solution suggested by the student. You must have empathy. So basically, if a student says, I have family problems and I won't be able to concentrate too much, then you must not say, no, you should not do like that. Family is different and this is different. Don't do that. Go slowly, saying that, okay, I understand your situation. Let's take a slower pace of learning. They must observe carefully how the student learns and find out when the student needs a support or help. You must give the Beratung in a günstigeren Zeitpunkt, meaning if the person is hungry, he will be more concentrated in going to lunch rather than sitting you 10 minutes before lunch. So rather do the Beratung after the student has had his lunch. So the Beratung is voluntary and you don't have to pressurize the student. If the student doesn't want to have Beratung, then that's it. It's his loss. So the Berater should listen and note down key important points, and eventually they have to follow the execution steps of the students. So if the student suggests that I am going to do this, then note it down, and then you can basically follow up with the student and ask, hey, did you do that? The student says no, then hey, you probably mentioned this but somehow you missed it, then do it. The Beratung soll nicht vorschreiben klingen. It should not be what the teacher proposes, but it should be something which the student proposes and the teacher accepts it. So from the perspective of the school, the Beratung should always be in connection with the class. And Beratung is freiwillig and not directive. You must have a structured way to execute the Beratungsgespräch, some kind of a model which the teachers training class offers. You must also practice learn forms in which the role of the teacher becomes a helper or a Berater, which is normal. So in certain villages where the teacher's word is the rule, in such situation, if you are going to do Beratung saying that I am your friend, the students will be confused. So make sure that you practice certain situations where the teacher is only a helper and the students basically drive the entire classroom. So that's a Gruppenarbeit is a typical example where the student takes up the responsibility, and you can take that as an example and then execute your Beratung.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.